Hi guys, this is Tu with YouTube Lifestyle. So today is all about lettuce. For those of you who want to start a garden, the easiest thing is to grow lettuce. And today I'm going to show you some tips and some tricks and some ideas about how I grow lettuce and how I grow a ton of lettuce. And let me just get started. We grow so much lettuce that we just basically have to give it away. We're giving it away, we're drinking it down, we're eating it wherever we can, we're wrapping it up. So let me show you the basic ideas of how to grow lettuce. So whether you're growing it in ground or you're growing it in a container, or in my case, you're growing it underneath some rocks, it is so easy to get started. You'll go to the store and just buy a packet of seeds. So this is what you see right here. So lettuce takes about 21 to 58 days to mature. So first and foremost, you'll need a nice loose soil. Once you throw the seeds in this raised bed, it grows up very clustery. Now you'll notice that some of these areas I've already thinned to put in other containers. But it's so simple to thin out this bed of lettuce. So it gets like this, but all you'll do is you'll dig into your cluster like this. Dig into your cluster, and it's a lot hardier than you think. You're going to separate the plants and you're going to plant it individual plants. Don't be afraid of your plant. Separate it. It won't get to go big until it gets to be on its own a little bit. Okay, let's look at some of my other beds. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm growing lettuce in Texas, which is usually a very extraordinarily hot weather. So it's very difficult to grow heat-sensitive plants. So lettuce, this is a new concept that I'm trying this year, and I think that this can be adapted to other zones, but I'm growing lettuce underneath rocks. So the concept is I took some of those little little plants from the raised beds, and I transferred it to my rock garden, planted it in here, and then surrounded it with rocks. So what has happened is that the rocks has protected the root system, and it's done fabulous. It's getting bigger, it's forming, it's growing nice, the leaves are nice and tender. And so, yeah. So I grow a lot of stuff in Texas underneath rocks. As you've seen the flower garden, all of that is underneath rocks. So let's go look over here where I'm gonna show you container garden. This is my salad bar. For those of you guys who have not seen my video on how to plant a salad bar, make sure you check that out because I got some really good ideas on how to do that. But the reason I plant my own salad bar is sometimes I don't want to go out in the dirt. I don't want to get messy. And these are all in containers, and look at how beautiful they are. I don't have to worry about bugs. I don't have to worry about dirt. I come outside my door, I cut what I need, and I'm ready to go. Here we have some red leaf lettuce, butter crunch, and all types of lettuce. Got beautiful lettuce. I've got lettuce that looks like little potted plants. You can see it's beautiful. Cluster of lettuce. And look at this. This is really pretty. So each hole has its own different lettuce, and I'll just come out here, clip what I need, and go from there. Okay, now this is a very pretty plant. This is called a jewel of Opar. So it's a succulent plant. It's basically very heat tolerant, so this substitute as like a spinach substitute. You can eat it in salads, and you can also eat it in sandwiches. But because of our hot weather, this plant right here can take the heat, and you can still have that greens that you're wanting to eat, the lettuce. It's also called pink baby's breath, because look at these beautiful pink flowers. Isn't it beautiful? If you're interested in lettuce, add this to your little salad. All right, so I'm getting questions of how to harvest. So don't be afraid to harvest your lettuce. I know it looks so pretty and you don't want to mess it up, but 2 weeks ago, I cut this thing down to the stub. Cut this whole thing down to the stub, and this is how much has grown in about 2 weeks. So don't be afraid. So there's several concepts of how to harvest lettuce. So you can just basically cut it down to the stub and then it will grow. Or you pinch off what you need. Some people like to pinch the outer leaves and eat from the outer leaves and do your salads. So pinch off what you need. And I have also pinch off the center and leave the outer lettuce leaves. So it's good to leave a couple of leaves so that it can still help with the photosynthesis and help it keep going. But honestly, I had so much lettuce, I wanted to see what would happen if you were to cut it down with leaving no extra leaves and to see what happened, and it did just fine. So that's a perfect way. Don't be afraid to harvest. If you're hungry for a salad, just cut the darn thing off and just start. It'll come back. As the lettuce bolts to seed, it will start to get very leggy like this. Okay, so this is about to bolt to seed soon. So you can slow it down some by just nipping off this and letting it start again. So what will happen is that this will start branching off to several shoots of lettuce branch and it'll start fresh again. So don't be afraid to pinch it off and eat it as you go. So lettuce grows well in cooler weather. So of course, we're gonna get some hot heat here in Texas. So this is how I control that. When I water my lettuce plants, I tend to water it with cooler water with some ice cubes in it. So it simulates that it's getting something cold. It's cooler weather. You can also put this whole table, you can put it underneath a shady area to give it as much cool shades as possible. But the secret is to water with some ice cube water. Now, of course, on my big area, I don't really do that much, but it's just gonna have to hang in there. But on my smaller container areas, I can definitely do that with the cool ice water. Okay, let me tell you a secret. So, how are people getting the lettuce heads to look compact and so professional looking when we grow it and it looks all flared out and actually quite beautiful, but it looks too flared out. But let's say you're trying to make it more compact looking. So the secret to making a lettuce head look more compact is to tie it. Okay, I know, it sounds crazy. When my mom told me this, I was like, what? I don't have time for that, but it does work. It's a labor of love for sure. So while your plant is growing, gather your leaves in a ball, and you're going to train it to grow in a ball. Okay, this is just a Velcro string, something like that. Pull it up a little bit more. I know this is crazy, but I mean, this is all if you want your lettuce things to look more clustered like as it's growing. So you're gonna leave it like this and allow it to grow like this. So once it's to the size that you need and you take out the Velcro, it will remain that clustered look, and the inner leaves will be nice and tender. It'll be that young, crisp, nice tender leaves. Okay, so those are my secrets that my mom has taught me on how to grow lettuce. So as you can tell, I've got a lot of lettuce going here, so my mom's coming over to help me tie some lettuce. So I hope you enjoy my tips on how to grow lettuce. It's really quite simple. You too can do it. You too can grow lettuce. So again, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you hit the subscribe and like and share button, because I'll be making more videos for you guys next time and sharing some secrets with you guys.